WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. I played Universe Mode back in the day. We've got this series where we go back and check out Universe Modes and sim through 1 year of action. And that's what we're going to do in this one. As we start off at Monday Night Raw, and I don't remember if we have any draft matches, so we're going to skip past all of that. And we're going right to the Backlash pay-per-view. And we're going to see who we got going on at this pay-per-view. Wait, save content. Saving content! Take a look at our rankings. Who's our champion? John Cena's the champion. Oh, man, we got some big names back in the day. Back in my day, the Hart Dynasty were still around. The Straight Edge, that's a name I haven't heard in a damn minute. Wait, we have 4 women on this show, by the way. Oh, wow, we have 2 women on SmackDown. There's a lot of women. As Rey Mysterio is okay, listen, this is going to be one of those years I can already tell as we're at the Backlash pay-per-view. Here we go, year number 1. Pay-per-view number 1, The Miz, R-Truth, and Sheamus. And The Miz is still the United States champion. All right, how about for those unified tag team title belts? When they combine both of them, man, both of those are better than the Raw and SmackDown titles, even though they've grown on me now, the new tag team titles. Definitely, these ones were more my favorite. As David Hart Smith pins CM Punk. Kofi Kingston, Intercontinental Champion, the current reigning defending WWE Champion. Alicia Fox. Wait. Every title is on the line. What kind of universe mode is this? I'm used to seeing random-ass matches that don't even deserve to be on the card. Ray won. And Edge has beat John Cena. So to start this series off, we only have one new champion. And that is Edge. All right, so Edge, number 1 contender. Sheamus is number 1 contender again. All right, wait, so every time I back out, it's going to save. I do not like that. I do not like the fact that it's going to save every time I go to hit the back out button. As we go to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, The Miz gets another shot with Sheamus, and he comes out on top again. David Hart Smith beats John Morrison and R-Truth. So R-Truth going from the United States title to a tag team ladder match. Man, you need to chill out, ladder match. MVP getting a shot. Kofi wins again, man. Kofi was synonymous. Kofi and Dolph were synonymous with the Intercontinental title for me during this time period. Definitely was. As you see, Maurice, going from a tag team to fight for World Heavyweight Championship, not able to do it. Hey, just like our other series, Triple H comes in and beats Edge, the transitional champion. Listen, Triple H couldn't beat John Cena, so he's like, listen, Edge, you're going to win the damn match? I'm going over on you. He's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go over on you. And Shawn Michaels is the number 1 contender. Okay. So Vance Archer, that's a name I haven't heard in a damn minute. Okay, this is superstars. If you want to be honest with yourself, that is definitely superstars with Vance Archer and Shat and JTG. That's definitely what actually happened back in the day. As you're at The Bash. This was in June. This is way before SummerSlam. I remember this time period. As MVP finally does the job in a triple threat match. The Miz still wins, though. So The Miz holding on to this belt. He ain't giving it up. Maurice is your Divas champion. Perfect time for him. I remember a lot of the divas were talking about, like, listen, this women's revolution was great, but I actually prefer the term diva. And then a lot of fans are like, shut up, you did not. I think there's a perfectly good case to be made that there is definitely definitive errors between the era we're in now is women's championship, and back then it was the divas. Whether that, WWE purposely booked the women like that. Wow. 3 different challengers for David Hart Smith and Tyson Kidd. What is this? I'm so used to WWE 13 and 14, all the other games have like 6 rematches back to back. There definitely was an error where and look at that. Triple H beating him in a last man standing match. Rey Mysterio is still champion. So Rey Mysterio, The Miz, and Hart and Tyson Smith definitely do not want to give up the titles. They're going to try to hold them the entire year. They're going to try to hold on as long as they can. All right, what about Night of Champions? The night that every title is on the line. And they win again. I don't think anybody's going to beat him. MVP beats Kane, who just returned and became 24/7 champion, and then gave it up, and then got his ass taken out by The Fiend. Man, okay, here we go. This is the repetitive stuff. Miz is now faced Sheamus 3 pay-per-views in a row. Michelle McCool wins. Wait, every title is supposed to be on the line. Where is the Divas Championship? Every title is not on the line. Oh, look at this, though. CM Punk coming into that championship scramble as Rey Mysterio loses the damn thing. Listen, he had a win over The Undertaker. So to get a win is pretty big. And Triple H is still your WWE. Look at this primetime era of WWE. Look at how good that is right there. That is incredible. That is that main event right there of 5 stacked superstars is just insane to see. As we move up to the SummerSlam pay-per-view, Sheamus finally does it. Sheamus gets the win on the second biggest pay-per-view of the year at SummerSlam. This is going to set the stage for the year as MVP is still on top. Michelle McCool is still on top over the NXT commentator Beth Phoenix. Wow, Triple H is Shawn Michaels. Triple H was trying to become a champ. And he's got back-to-back championship scrambles, and he does it again. Listen, he lost the tag team titles. He didn't care about that. He didn't want Shawn to become champion anyway. He let Shawn go out to dry. And last but not least, CM Punk, in an Inferno match, has beat The Undertaker. Now Randy Orton is getting a shot. So I like this because it is definitely giving everybody a shot. Like, the feuds are, so far, I don't want to get ahead of myself right now, but the feuds are like pretty spread out. As MVP beats Christian, ain't gonna get one more match out of him. Primo, look at Primo's hair. My man Primo is wild in back in the day. He looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Sheamus gets a win. Maurice comes back and beats Natalya. I don't think they're ever gonna drop the tag team titles. As Randall Keith Orton inside a Hell in a Cell has beaten Triple H. And CM Punk has beaten Jack Swagger. So Swagger loses. CM Punk wins. Man, this year is not a bad year so far as we head into bragging rights. My first ever WWE pay-per-view was bragging rights 2010 live in person. I was in the upper deck section 230 at Target Center. I still remember it as Sheamus gets his United States champion. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a Raw versus SmackDown match. So he's proven he's on top. The mid-card belts. Oh, wow, they win again. I don't think anybody's ever going to be able to beat him as you get a tag team match for bragging rights. The Undertaker loses to Punk. All right, 6-man tag. As that's a pretty good representation of SmackDown versus Raw. SmackDown win. What? So Jack Swagger going over on the reigning, defending, former WWE champion. Sorry, Randy Orton versus Edge. As Randy Orton beats Edge. Edge gets another shot. So Edge is definitely working his way back up as Triple H held the belt for a little short period of time. He's definitely trying to do the job here. He's trying to stay up on top as we're at Survivor Series. We're only a couple pay-per-views away. As Evan Bourne, that's a name I haven't heard in a minute. Evan Bourne, Kofi Kingston, Airborne. And finally, at the Survivor Series, you can't survive with me, says Chris Jericho. As Chris Jericho pins David Hart Smith. And MVP is still holding on to the title. Maurice wins. Randy Orton beats Edge again. And Jack Swagger going over on Triple H. And then the very next month at Survivor Series, Jack Swagger beats CM Punk. That's a pretty good ascension. Like, if you're trying to build a guy, like, look at Bob Roode. He beat the reigning defending champion Seth Rollins. And then you saw everything that went down and happened. It is definitely one of those things where it could be a stepping stone. And for Jack Swagger, he took the ball and ran as Sheamus is still the United States champion. Kane finally does it, and it's because Dolph Ziggler got thrown in. Who remembers the ladder match with, was it Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, and Dolph Ziggler? TLC 2010 or 11, when the title fell to the ground, Vicky Guerrero and Dolph stole it and ran off with it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Michelle McCool is still champion. She's only got one person to face. It's going to be Beth every time. Jericho and Miz retain. CM Punk gets his title back. The guy that started off the year with the title gets his shot at redemption. He's not able to do it, and Triple H coming back, and he's not able to beat Randy Orton. But it was a TLC match, so it's fine. It's a TLC match. Triple H didn't get pinned. He didn't get submitted. He's still around. He could still potentially be the champion going into the big pay-per-view. So we're at the Royal Rumble. As Evan Bourne loses to Sheamus. Kofi Kingston finally coming back after being a tag team, loses to Kane. Maurice is still the Divas champion. The World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way as CM Punk retains. Shawn Michaels. Listen, Triple H and Shawn Michaels trying to go for tag team gold. Triple H left Shawn Michaels standing. The tag team pretty much fell to the wayside. Triple H lost his belt. He lost everything. And Shawn Michaels is now the damn champion. And here we go. The Royal Rumble. The main event in 3, 2, 1. What? Shawn Michaels. Okay. Shawn Michaels is the Shawn Michaels won the championship. And listen, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania said, listen, at WrestleMania, it's not really been my thing. I'm going to guarantee my shot to be Mr. WrestleMania. And then he beats Randy Orton in an Iron Man match the very next night. Man, this game is wild. So, Shawn, if he loses in the Elimination Chamber, he's still guaranteed. He knows he's been through the grind. He knows Elimination Chamber shit goes down. As the Straight Edge Society get the tag team title, so Punk held the world title during the year. He's going to go into WrestleMania as tag team champions. Typical WWE booking as R-Truth stealing away the United States Championship. Maurice has beaten Melina. While Punk is the first champ here in SVR 2011 Universe mode. All right, so you have an Elimination Chamber IC title match as everybody gets a shot. And Kofi Kingston gets it back. So Kofi Kingston will go into WrestleMania. And last but not least, Primo. What did I tell you? John Cena won, so you know what that means. Shawn Michaels is going to be challenging John Cena, the guy that just beat him in the chamber. Although Randy Orton's the number one contender, that's a little... Wait. How could he be the number... Is Shawn getting screwed out of this? Please tell me Shawn's not getting screwed out of this. WrestleMania. An interpromotional... Oh, man, this was when Money in the Bank was still here. CM Punk and Luke Gallows win at WrestleMania. Evan Bourne is Mr. Money in the Bank. The interpromotional Fatal 4-Way. Michelle McCool wins again. CM Punk versus Jack Swagger. And guess what? Evan Bourne is cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. He is not waiting. Evan Bourne at WrestleMania on the grandest stage of them all. Look at him coming out. Evan Bourne is cashing in on CM Punk. CM Punk can't believe it. And I forgot all the controls for this game. I completely forgot wait. Oh yeah, it's the right joystick that does the grapples. Look at Punk. Punk is in complete shot going for the pin. That's a rope break. All right, Evan, you need to come fast and furious as CM Punk. If he loses his opportunity, I mean, that would suck. As Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne's got him. Trying to roll him up. 1, 2. And I know CM Punk kicks out at 2. Oh, is he going for it again? No, Evan Bourne. Evan, I think you failed on that, Chief. The crowd can't believe it. Listen, CM Punk is a champ. We don't have time for him to do all this stuff. Wait, is he going to submit CM Punk on the grandest stage of them all? I miss this. I miss being able to ignore the hold and continue to lock it in. It was one of my more favorite things. As Evan Bourne going off the rope. Evan Bourne, look at that DDT. Devastating maneuver. He's going to drop kick him to the face. All right, get up. Get up. Wait, I don't remember Evan Bourne's signature. What's Evan Bourne's signature? Is it a standing move? Evan Bourne's going up top. The drop kick. Evan Bourne looking for the standing moves, and he hits it. And look where he's at. He's putting him in position. And no, you got to go up top, Evan. Evan Bourne looking for the airborne, and that'll do it. CM Punk is going to lose the title. 1, 2, 3. Evan Bourne on the grandest stage of them all cashes in, and he becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. And then he becomes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion all in one night. But don't worry, CM Punk is still your unified tag team champions. He's still on top of the mountain. You don't have to worry about it. But Evan Bourne, in the same animation that was in the game for 5 years, is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. All right, so I'm not sure what happened. The game couldn't handle the greatness. I honestly have no idea what happened as we are at WrestleMania. Evan Bourne cashed in and became champion, and the game went to a black screen. Undertaker versus The Big Show. As Big Show has beat The Undertaker. So the guy to snap the streak was Big Show. So I can't wait to see who Undertaker faces for the next 10 years. And last, but certainly not least, listen, Shawn Michaels won the championship at Royal Rumble. Then he won the Royal Rumble. Then he lost the title in Elimination Chamber to John Cena. Here we go. We know in the other series, it's like 1 in every 5 matches, the Royal Rumble winner actually wins the title. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. John Cena has beaten Shawn Michaels. By God, he has beat him, and this is not in a draft match. I don't think they get draft matches in this game, so I'm not necessarily worried about it. Evan Bourne, number 1 contenders match. Is Evan Bourne about to ball out and become the number 1 contender for the other title? As Evan Bourne is... Wait, why is Evan Bourne on... I thought Evan Bourne was on the other show. So Evan Bourne could cash in on any show he wants, apparently. As you head to the Backlash pay-per-view, I just wanted to take a look at this. Evan Bourne challenging for the United States Championship. Evan Bourne is also the United States... Oh, my God. He's trying to win all the titles. We're going to be back if you want to see more SVR in 2011 Universe Mode. Until next time, it's been your boy, Tubby Moon. Thank you so much for watching. I highly appreciate you. And until next time, we will see you all later.
Problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like